Hi dears, how are you? Hope you are fine. Today we are going to discuss the next topic. Will the land sustain? Already we discussed that last topic, land. Then next we are going to discuss will the land sustain. Land is fixed already we discussed. Then land, it's a natural resources. So it is our duty to use it carefully. Natural resource. So it's our duty to use it carefully. Scientific report indicates that the modern farming method, because of modern farming method, a scientific report indicate that when the farmers they began to start new method of farming or modern method of farming, it's overused the natural resource base. We discussed that modern farming is needed more water. So natural resource it is destroyed, it is decreasing, overusing water. Then chemical fertilizers, pesticides, etc. is also it will pollute the land and soil. So modern farming method, because of modern farming method, the natural resources it was overused. Many areas, green revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. In many areas, when the farmers they started to use modern method of farming, in many areas, what happened? The land or the soil fertility it was decreased because of the overuse of chemical fertilizers. It's need modern method of farming, modern seed, HIV seed, it's need more water and more chemical fertilizers. 1 year they were using for example 10 kilogram in one area, means next year they need more than that, because every year they want to increase the amount of water, chemical fertilizers, everything, then only they will get good yield. So scientific report indicate that modern farming method or the green revolution it is connected with the loss of soil fertility. Soil fertility it was reduced in many areas because of the modern farming method. Also continuous use of groundwater for tube well. They set up tube well. Government first set up, then they were also set up their private tube wells. So the tube wells, continuous use of groundwater for tube well irrigation has led to the depletion of the water table. Under the earth there is a water table. Based on this water table we are getting water. When we are digging well we are getting water based on this water table. So the level of water table is different in different land. Based on the land the level of water table is different. So overuse of irrigation for the tube well. With tube well they were irrigating more area and they were overusing water. So the water table in many area it was depleted. The depletion of water table. Then environmental resource like soil fertility, groundwater are built up for over years. It will take years to regain the soil fertility and groundwater. So overuse of groundwater and overuse of chemical fertilizers it was depleted. So it will take more years to regain it. Then once destroyed it was very difficult to restore them. So once it was over, then it will take many years to restore them. So very difficulty to restore it again. We must take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. So it's our duty, it's farmers' duty, or it's the people's duty to take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. So once it was destroyed means it is difficult to regain again or restore again. So we must take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. Then one report is the chemical fertilizers provide minerals which dissolve in water are immediately available to the plants. Chemical fertilizers, it's provide minerals. That's why farmers they use the chemical fertilizers. It's provide minerals that dissolve in water are immediately available to the plants. So when the farmers they were using chemical fertilizers, it will mix with the water and soon it will available to the plants. But these may not be retained in soil for long. But this may not be retained in the soil for long. Once we use it, that time we will get, but it will not restore for a long time. They escape from the soil and pollute the groundwater. So when chemical fertilizers is using means it is mixing with water and soon it is reaching to the plants. At the same time, it will not stay for a long time in the soil. At the same time, this may escape from the soil and it will pollute the groundwater like rivers and lakes. So it will pollute the water. Then chemical fertilizers also kill bacteria and other microorganisms in the soil. At the same time, these chemical fertilizers it also kill the bacteria, microorganism and bacteria in the soil. It will kill the bacteria and microorganism live in the soil because they were using chemical fertilizers. Chemical means it will destroy the bacteria and microorganism live in the soil. This means sometime after their use, the soil will be less fertile than ever before. So once a farmer is using modern method of farming, sure he need more chemical fertilizers. So once he was used chemical fertilizers means next year he want to use more than that. How much he used this year, more than that he need next year, then only he will get good profit. So this is the problem. Then the consumption of chemical fertilizers in Punjab is the highest in the country. So in Punjab, the highest in the country, the consumption of the usage of chemical fertilizers is high in Punjab. Punjab farmers they were using more chemical fertilizers. It is the highest in the country. The continuous use of chemical fertilizers has led to the degradation of soil health. So as the continuous use of chemical fertilizers, it destroy the soil fertility. Continuously they were using chemical fertilizers that destroy the soil quality, fertility of the soil. Then Punjab farmers are now forced to use more and more chemical fertilizers and other input to achieve the same production level. So this year how much he is used, how much his yield, how much he collected, is harvested, his crop. The same crop next year also he want to get means sure he want to use more than that. How much he used this year, more than that he want to use, then only he will get the same amount of yield. So he want to use more and more chemical fertilizers and other input to achieve the same production level. This means the cost of cultivation is rising very fast. They are using again and again more and more chemical fertilizers. So what will happen is rising the price cost of the cultivation because he want to get the same amount of crops means you want to use more and more chemical fertilizers. More and more chemical fertilizers using means the soil quality it will decrease. Soil quality decreasing means you want to add again and again to get more yield. This is the problem. So chemical fertilizers, it will dissolve the water soon and it will reach into the plant. At the same time, maybe it will it will escape from the soil and it will follow the groundwater like rivers and lakes also. Then if the farmers they were using chemical fertilizers means they will get good yield, but again and again yearly he want to use more and more chemical fertilizers, then only he will get more crops. So using more means sure the soil quality fertility it was decreasing. At the same time it will kill the bacteria and microorganism live in the soil. So our topic will land sustain. Will land sustain? So now I think you got the topic. Land is a natural resources, not only land. All the natural resources, it is our duty to protect our natural resources. So we can use it, but overusing means it will destroy the level of the nature. So everything, it's a basis though. So if we can use it again and again, more and more we are using means sure it will affect negatively us. So it's our duty to protect our environment. So land is a natural resource, so our duty to use it carefully. The topic is over. I hope you understood the topic. Okay, thank you.